Stardate 76803.8. Back on Consuela and racing away from Tatooine at light speed. Our daring heist on Tatooine to acquire the legendary strain Tatooine Sunset from the Tusken Raiders was not just a thrilling adventure, but also a personal vendetta. Once again, the crew and I escaped with the goods, and we did it relatively unscathed. 6 years ago, I first set foot on Tatooine intending to purchase smokable flour from the Tusken Raiders. I had heard from numerous sources that Tatooine Sunset was rarely ever traded or sold by the Raiders, and getting that meeting was a big step in securing one of the most sought-after strains in the universe. Our meeting took place at Mos Eisley Cantina, where all manner of deals were struck. It's been said that you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy than at the Mos Eisley Cantina. Truer words were never spoken. Little did I know the Raiders had a different plan in mind. As we negotiated, those bastards were busy setting me up. I received an alert from Consuela that the Raiders were attempting to steal my beloved starship. In a hail of blaster fire, I roared and fought my way out of the cantina and raced back to my ship. A couple dozen Raiders were trying to board the ship while Clockwise and Quasar held them off. Clockwise was communicating directly with the ship's weapon systems and Consuela as he fired away from his bowcaster. Meanwhile, Quasar was finger-mashing his dual blasters like pudding without a spoon. I roared as I entered the spaceport and started taking down Raiders from behind. Heyo! They were soon routed and shaken enough from thoughts of an easy score to scurry down every exit. I raced up the ramp and Consuela slammed the door shut behind me and launched us into the upper atmosphere. I swore revenge that day, and I meant it. I also swore that I would smoke some sunset someday, and I meant that too. But then I got high, and I sort of forgot about the whole thing for a few years. It was a busy time. Then, 6 years later, we were poking around the outer ring and coming up short on finding anything worth picking up. And then it hit me square in the snout. It's time to get that dank. Fast forward to our recent adventure. Driven by a desire for revenge and the allure of the legendary strain, we touched back down again at Mos Eisley. Luckily, we went unnoticed for the most part. It was a pod racing weekend and everyone was there from the local star systems to see the race. I met up with a contact that had set my original meetup with the Raiders and asked where the Tusken compound was located. We located it, and we found it heavily fortified. The security was tighter than the Death Star's anus. But we were up to the challenge, and we saw a huge contingent of Raiders leave in the direction of the pod race. Those assholes loved taking shots at racers as they moved down Beggar's Canyon. Clockwise Neutrino disabled the complex security protocols and staked out our exit. Quasar and I, using stealth and cunning to navigate the compound, we stepped inside. We finally made it to the growing rooms, the air thick with the scent of our prize. But fate had other plans. Alarms blared, alerting those shitbag hop porters to our presence. Quasar and I took one look at each other and ran around the room grabbing as many finished bags as we could, then headed for the door, packs full with the stink. We got about 100 feet back down the hallway and all hell broke loose. Raiders were pouring in to block our path between us and Clockwise, and they were already shooting from behind us. Quasar and I stepped into an alcove and started shooting both ways down the hallway. It looked grim. Then, with a loud boom, the way forward was cleared. I ran my furry fat ass off down the hallway. Apparently, Clockwise had snuck up on the Raiders from behind and plastered them with a sound grenade of his own design. Raiders were writhing in pain on the ground as we ran by. By that time, Consuela was there with the ship, and we hopped on board, once again, making our way off Tatooine, narrowly escaping our own demise. Once on board, we opened our packs and laid out our haul on the table. 6 nicely cured units laid out before us, and they looked spectacular. Tatooine Sunset was truly a sight to behold. The buds themselves were dense and covered in a generous layer of sparkling trichomes. Hues of purple, orange, and green intertwined like the rays of Tatooine's dual suns setting over the desert horizon. As I held it in my hand, I couldn't help but appreciate the craftsmanship of the Tusken Raiders, their expert cultivation evident in every aspect of the strain. The aroma was intoxicating, a blend of sweet citrus, earthy undertones, and a hint of spice that sent shivers down my spine. We then put it in the scanometer. Potency came in at 29%, no heavy metals, no pesticides, and no flim flam. This is going to be some fire, I thought to myself. I pulled out the papers and we rolled up a king-size Duber, and the Ducci made a revolution to the left-hand side. And the taste, it was an experience I'll never forget. The moment I lit up and took a draw, I was transported to another world. The sweet, tangy flavor danced on my tongue, while the earthy and spicy notes lingered, creating a symphony of sensation that left me speechless. The effects were nothing short of extraordinary. Almost instantly, I felt a wave of euphoria, lifting my spirits and easing my mind. This was accompanied by a sense of profound relaxation. My muscles loosened and the tension just melted away. The Tatooine Sunset strain proved to be the perfect balance of uplifting energy and soothing calm, a masterpiece of the flower world. So my friends, this is my tale of our adventure on Tatooine. A story of danger, risk, revenge, and ultimately triumph. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the most challenging paths lead to the most epic destinations. We also found ourselves in awe of Tatooine's unique ecology and the resilient people who call it home. The moisture farmers, traders, smugglers, and bounty hunters have all adapted to the harsh conditions of their planet, never backing down from adversity. And let's not forget the fauna of Tatooine, the alien dinosaurs, the notorious Sarlacc pit, each adding to the complexity and wonder of this desert world. As we enjoy the fruits of our labor, I can't help but feel a sense of closure. We faced our adversaries and come out on top. The Tatooine Sunset is not just a testament to our determination, but also a symbol of triumph over those who once wronged us. In the end, our pursuit of the legendary Tatooine Sunset proved to be more than worth it. Not only did we achieve our goal and seek retribution, but we also discovered one of the most exquisite strains in the galaxy. Our journey to Tatooine will forever be etched in my mind, a testament to our resilience and determination as we continue to navigate the stars. Strength and honor. I'm out.